Good afternoon from Jonesboro, Arkansas. Today I'm going to do a food cost analysis on one of our favorite dishes. And if you want, right here's my name, Fink. If you're a member of Copy Me That, then look me up and you can follow me if you want to look at my recipes. And right down here, chicken and veggie bake. I need to change this title to Italian chicken and veggie bake. That's what my wife calls it. This is what we're going to make, and we're going to break down the cost of this exactly within a few pennies. You can't get it 100% exact, but within a few pennies of what it actually costs to make it. However, I can't blow this picture up. You see all those juices this is swimming in? Tonight's didn't turn out that way. And so this third of a cup Italian salad dressing, I'm thinking about increasing it. But first, next time, if I put corn on the cob in it, I'm not sure I'm going to, then I'm not going to pour any over the corn on the cob. I'll just roll it around after the fact. If that doesn't increase this liquid right here, then I'm going to increase this from from a third to a half a cup. I'm going to do this step first and then increase it later if I would need to. So if you make this, you may want to think about increasing the amount of salad dressing. That's up to you. Look at the notes here. Most agree that this makes the best green beans they've ever eaten. That is absolutely true. These green beans are just so freaking good. Okay, let's get to the video. Oh, I made one mistake. I miscalculated the total cost by 2 cents. So keep that in mind. Okay, here's the video. Good evening, or good afternoon from Jonesboro, Arkansas. I'm cooking one of our favorite dishes. We simply call this chicken and veggie bake. And I'm doing a food cost analysis on it. More than just estimating how much it costs to make it. Several years ago, somebody told me, they said, well, it costs 2 people as much to eat at home as it does to eat out. And has anybody ever told you something when you didn't have any evidence to the contrary, but you just knew that couldn't be right? That's what happened, because I've never thought about it. And I was like, that can't be right. And they were, oh, it is. Figure it up and you'll see it is. I'm like, that can't be right. So I started estimating how much it cost to eat at home, and I found out that they were wrong. Just simply, everybody's wrong every once in a while. I've been wrong and you've been wrong, and they were just simply wrong. Not dishonest, just wrong. And so anyway, then I started doing it more. And lately I've been hearing it again. I had somebody at work just last week that told me, well, we eat out all the time. We eat out all the time because it don't cost any more than eating at home. Well, they're doing it wrong. They are doing it wrong. If it costs you as much to eat out as it does to eat at home, you're doing it wrong. Look at this dish right here. Now, by doing a food cost analysis, I'm glad I did because I learned a few things. Check this out. Now, this is an unbelievable dish. This is so freaking good. Everybody says this makes the best green beans ever. You should make this dish just for the amazing green beans. These green beans are to die for. So anyway, you just take a can of French-style green beans, pull them at the top or bottom, some chicken. We don't use much chicken because it's so much food for 2 people anyway, and some potatoes. This time I couldn't decide if I wanted the skin on or off, so I did about half and half. Peeled half of them I didn't. And 2 ears of corn, which is certainly optional. And I'm not sure I'm going to do that anymore after my food cost analysis because of how expensive they were. Jeez. Okay, so let's take this one line at a time. So I got it written down here. I'll probably put a screenshot on here so y'all can see it. Probably. This is called Chicken and Veggie Bake Cost Analysis. February 22nd, 2023. The potatoes. 0.9 pounds is what I used. I weighed them. At 70 cents a pound, 63 cents for those potatoes. Of course, this is Northeast Arkansas, where you live might be more expensive. Chicken breast tenderloin, 6 pounds for $20.58 or $3.43 a pound or 21 cents an ounce. 6.3 ounces. So that's $1.32 worth of chicken. Green beans, a can of green beans, 89 cents. The corn, I can't believe this. Half an ear of corn, 62 cents. I bought them and didn't even really realize it. I didn't think about it. A freaking $1.28 for those 2 little bitty pieces of corn. I mean, that's just a few cents less than the chicken. Oh. We can do without the corn. That could cut the cost by $1.28. Okay, Land O'Lakes butter. Yes, we use expensive butter right there. Land O'Lakes is not cheap, but we like it. And so we're not going to change different type of butter to save a few pennies unless we have to, and we don't have to. Land O'Lakes butter, 85 cents for half a stick, we use 3/4 of a stick. So that is $1.28 worth of butter. Can you believe that? The butter, the freaking butter, costs almost as much as the chicken. Italian salad dressing. $3.19 a bottle. We use 1/3 of a cup, or 5.33 tablespoons, or 0.18 of a bottle. Almost a fifth of a bottle. This Italian dressing, 57 cents. Pepper and grill seasoning, I estimated a nickel. The only thing I estimated. Pepper and grill seasoning, a nickel. And that came out to exactly $6, which no, I didn't mean to do that. And that's not why I put the grill and seasoning at a nickel, to make it $6. It just came out that way. Exactly $6 or $3 per person. Can you get this meal in a restaurant for $3? And believe me, I can give you 2 dozen more dishes that are delicious that cost about the same. And here's what you do. After you put the food in here, you put pepper on to taste. Make sure you turn the corn as you put the pepper on. Then you put your favorite grill seasoning on to taste. Then you melt 3/4 of a stick of butter. Yes, that's a lot of butter. Once you melt it, you put 1/3 of a cup of Italian salad dressing in it. And you mix it up real good. Make sure it's mixed up real good. And then you pour this over it evenly. You have to be careful that you don't do too much in the beginning, because you won't have any left for the end. You can always go over a second time. I mean, do it like that much. You can always go over a second time. And once you do this, you cover it with aluminum foil. Some from the south, you see. So after you pour that on there, make sure you season both sides of the chicken. You cover it with aluminum foil and cook it at 350 degrees for 60 minutes. And I'm telling you, this is so freaking delicious. Where could we have saved money if we'd been dirt poor? We're poor, just not dirt poor. If you're as poor as Job's turkey, you can save $1.28 by getting rid of the corn. And you'd still be full, if 2 people would. You can save a little bit by getting cheaper butter. So at $6 minus $1.28 for the corn, that would have been $4.72. $4.72 or $2.36 a person, if math in my head is right. I think it's $2.36 a person is what it could have been. Is that right? Yeah. Well, anyway, it's $3 a person. You could have got this meal down if we were barely getting by, probably $2.20 a person. Somewhere in there. I could have used a few less potatoes, because believe me, we were going to be stuffed. But doing what I wanted, making it the way I want it, $3 a person. This is better than you'll get in most restaurants, and way cheaper. So when you hear somebody say, or if you believe it costs just as much to eat in a restaurant as it does at home, I promise you, you're doing it wrong. Unless you're in an extremely unique situation. For 98% of us, you're doing it wrong. I promise you. Alright, that's about all. Oh, here's the final picture right here. Look at this. Look how good this looks. And here is my food cost analysis right here for you to pick apart or to figure yourself, whatever. But forward this to somebody who thinks you can't eat at home cheap. Eating at home, even with inflation, is still very, very cheap. I could eat on $50 a week by myself without skipping meals, without feeling like I was suffering. I guarantee you I could. And without eating the same meals over and over. Alright, that's it. I'm shutting up now. Bye! Y'all have a good day.